Hello, my name is Keith Bailey. I'm here to do a recap of the NFL Week 2 season for Week 2. And I'm going to get through this as fast as I can because I've been having internet connection problems. So, without further ado, Jets at Patriots. Very sloppy game on both sides. New England has no receivers, and fans should be concerned going forward. They are 2-0, but they don't have their swagger. 13-10 was the final in that game. Next, Rams at Falcons. The Falcons able to get the win, 31-24. They were up 21-0 near the beginning of the game. So the Rams were throwing the ball all game. They were able to climb back in it, but Atlanta was able to seal it. That was a good bounce back win from them. Next, Cleveland at Baltimore. The Ravens, not what you expect from a defending Super Bowl champion, especially having 10 days of rest. They won 14-6, but their offense generated 0 points in the first half. And Cleveland had a 6-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. So it was a good win by Baltimore, but still there's concerns going forward for them. Next, E.J. Manuel and the Bills win 24-23 over the Panthers. Good drive by E.J. Manuel to win. That was a good come from behind victory. The Carolina Panthers are 0-2, and the Bills are 1-1, and the Bills I think are going to give some team fits this year. Next game, Vikings at Bears. This game, it wasn't Jay Cutler's prettiest game, but he played to the best of his abilities and were able to come from behind and win 31-30. So that was a good win by Chicago. The Bears are 2-0, and last year's playoff team, Minnesota, is 0-2. So that's very dangerous for them, especially going forward. Next game, Redskins at Packers. The Packers were able to win 38-20, but the Packers had a huge lead in the beginning of the game, and Washington played second half football once again for the second straight week. You can't do that. Redskins are 0-2. They're going to have to suck it up and deal with it. They have to play 60 minutes of football, not 30 minutes of football. So it was a career day for Aaron Rodgers as well. 480 yards, so that's very impressive. Next, Titans at Texans. Tennessee ended up losing the game. They had a 24-16 lead. Houston able to come back for the second week in a row, able to knock off Tennessee. I think, and I'm not saying this because I'm a Titans fan, but I think Tennessee has a backbone this year, and I think we're gonna give teams trouble. But overall, I got to give credit to Houston. They were able to get the win. Enough. I'm going to move forward. Texans are 2-0. Congratulations to them. And next game, Dolphins at Colts. Dolphins win 24-20. So that was a very good win by Miami. Ryan Tannehill outdueled Andrew Luck. So yeah, it was in Indianapolis as well, and the Dolphins are 2-0. And they're also 2-0 with the New England Patriots. So the Patriots have an AFC East team to watch out for because the Patriots look very sloppy right now. So good for the Dolphins. The Colts lost. I said the Colts were going to go 8-8 this year, and I still stand by that. Next game is the Cowboys at the Chiefs. The Chiefs ended up winning 17-16. Andy Reid and Alex Smith are 2-0, and the defense looks pretty good. And the offense didn't complement as much, but if you have a defense like that, you don't need to really score many points to win. So that was a good home win, and they're 2-0. Next game, Chargers at Eagles. I ranked the Eagles 20th in my power rankings, while everyone else was putting them in the top 15 of the NFL, moving them up 11 spots. Their offense looked amazing against the Redskins. Well, here's a couple things. I guess the Redskins aren't really as good as we thought they were. And Eagles were at home when they lost to San Diego, who blew the game last week against Houston. And just because a team plays well for the first week doesn't mean you move them up 11 spots. I only moved them up 5. I was impressed, but I wasn't that impressed. So, good win by San Diego, 33-30. Game-winning field goal. The Chargers are a half away from being 2-0, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know, that's just the way it is. Next game, Lions at Cardinals. Very good game again. Cardinals come from behind and win 25-21. I picked the Cardinals in this game to win, and even without Larry Fitzgerald, they were still able to get the win. So, gotta give credit to Arizona. That NFC West is going to be a lot tougher than people think. That's just my opinion. But the Lions are a good football team, and they're going to give teams problems going forward. Next game, the Buccaneers could be 2-0 as well, but they just blow games in the last minute, just like they did here against the Saints. I mean, it's bam, bam, bam. Drew Brees down the field, game-winning field goal with 0 seconds left on the clock. Once again, screws the Buccaneers over. So, 16-14 was the final in this one. Tampa's offense has generated nothing. The only reason they were in that game is because of their defense and the interception return for touchdown. So, Saints are 2-0, and the Buccaneers are 0-2, and that's just the way it is. Next game was the Broncos at the Giants. Peyton versus Eli, round 3. Peyton Manning wins in a landslide, 41-23. The Broncos are really that good, and they are averaging about 44.5 points per game up to this point, and they're blowing out their opponents. I know it's only week 2, but they played good opponents in the Ravens and Giants in their home stadiums and destroyed them. So, and if the Patriots, again, back to them, if they keep playing like this, like they did in weeks 1 and 2, then this is going to be Denver's conference easily. No one's going to come close to beating Denver. Next, the game to determine the worst in the NFL, the Jaguars at the Raiders, and this is the final game. The Jaguars lost 19-9. The Raiders, they looked okay, but what can you say? It's a game against 2 of the worst teams in the NFL. Raiders were able to get the win. The Jaguars are really that bad, and that's all I have to say. The Raiders were able to get the win. The Raiders also could be 2-0 too, but you know what? It's the NFL. It just rolls. Things just roll that way. Teams are supposed to win games. Teams are not supposed to win games. Whatever the case, it is what it is. And I want to get in the other room and watch the Seahawks 49ers game. It's in a lightning delay right now, but I'm looking forward to watching that game. My name is Keith Bailey with your recap for NFL. I'm sorry if I had to cut this video short. Like I said, I've been having internet problems. My computer's crashed on me the last 3 times I did this video. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.